In a nation divided by islands but united by spirit, one card game has traveled across generations.
Tongits.
From street corners to family gatherings, from quiet afternoons to festive nights, this humble pastime has been part of the Filipino way of life. But today, it rises. From tradition to transformation, from community tables to tournament stages, from obscurity to spotlight. This is the Game Zone Tongits Champions Cup, a vision that dares to turn the familiar into the phenomenal. The true purpose of Game Zone Table Game Champions Cup is to uplift the traditional Tongits card game into a nationwide esport tournament in the Philippines. 7,641 islands, 149 cities, and over 170 dialects will be gathered to battle for the stage set by Game Zone. A chance of dominance and fame in this fast-rising esport.
On the broadcast side, kami yung may workload when it comes to airing or helping produce the actual event for our audiences. Isa sa mga key na trabaho namin is to make sure na nako-cover namin na maayos yung tournament, nasisigurado namin na lahat ng segments natin ay tama, and na ipoprovide ng production yung key messaging na gusto ng Game Zone for GTCC, which is yung one, supporting the table game as an actual esport.
We now have our top players for day number 2.
At dahil day 2 na nga ito, Ingan, ready na ba kayo?
Tongits is unlike any esport. There are no flashy controls, no high-speed avatars. Just cards, calm, and cleverness. It proves that esports is not just for the young or the fast. It's for the strategic, the patient, the passionate. And that's what GTCC unlocks. The idea that esports can belong to everyone, regardless of age, regardless of experience.
Of course, sobrang daming preparation na kinailangan namin i-take from behind the scenes, no? Kasi hindi biro yung number of players. Tsaka isa din sa mga challenges was to legitimize din Tongits as part of the culture ng Philippines na kasi parang una kasi iniisip ng mga tao is yung Tongits, ano siya, sugal siya, di ba?
Let's be honest, Tongits comes with baggage, a stigma of being just a table game. But the truth is, anything played with honor, rules, and heart can become a sport. GTCC is here to reframe that narrative, to turn whispers of doubt into cheers of support.
Very joyous na parang nag-isip kami, so paano natin i-reintroduce to the folks at home na manonood nito na parang, hey, merong future dito for you and for everyone else. Sa GTCC was a bit challenging kasi first and foremost, yung sinabi ko nga kanina na may negative connotation siya. So how do we change that connotation into something positive? Yun yung challenge talaga even before the project began then. Parang yun nga, sabi nga, reintroducing a Tongits to an audience na much younger. Kasi kahit naman yung demographics natin sa tournament, medyo walang mas bata doon eh. Sobrang ganda ng stage. Sa lahat ng tournaments na na-handle ko before, sobrang special ng stage. Tsaka pag nakita mo yung full niya na parang experience with the disco balls and all, isa yun sa mga parang tumatak sa akin na, oy, this stage, it's so pretty.
Tongits is not just a game It's not just for pastime ng mga kapwa nating Pilipino. Rather, isa yun sa mga pinaka-fundamental parts ng kultura natin being mga Pilipino nga. For this year kasi, nag-shift na tayo into a bigger tournament basically. Aim natin is makater natin yung a big number of our audiences as well as players of Game Zone.
GTCC Summer Showdown 2025!
The organizers and the masterminds dreamt to gather players from all over the country. They came with the concrete idea to elevate the category of Tongits into a spectacular esport that opens a door for aspiring card masters without age limit. This is a battle of pure strategy. With the Philippines archipelago, the biggest challenge to achieve for the organizers is bring the players together in one physical arena for the battle of the champion cash prize of 5 million pesos.
Well, 84 players will be coming today para maglaban-laban sa upper bracket and lower bracket.
Good luck sa inyong lahat and may the best strategist win!
One of the challenges we encountered was player attendance, since the players had to come to the venue every day from media day, and kung makapasa sila ng mga group stages is every day sila mag-travel to and from the venue. So it's quite hard, lalo na nasa Makati yung area, so dadaan sila ng EDSA and kung saan-saan pa, and yung iba is lumipad pa galing different provinces. So medyo yun yung naging challenges namin, since wala kaming assurance kung makukompleto ba namin yung mga players on the day itself.
We have to cover as many games as possible. So, compared to last year na since may 3 tables that time before, now we have at most at 15. So, we really had to be more creative when it comes to covering or recording, not just for our audiences, but in protection of the tournament integrity. Nag-start off siya with how card games really work. Usually, table game lang talaga. People just play on the table, and usually natitreat siya as just a casual game.
Yes.
So the treatment and the trajectory of how we view Tongits is completely different, even if mas embedded siya sa kultura natin.
Our top 9.
If you look beyond that, parang legitimate talaga din itong way na to para, may future ka to be pro at something like Tongits, basically. As an executive producer nung show na to, first thought ko rin nung simula na parang manonood lang ako ng card game all the way. Kasi parang if hindi alam nung nakakararami, 1 week tayo nandun 1 week tayo nag-shoot doon. Pero towards the end talaga, sobrang lupit. Like, ang ganda nung nangyayari, sobrang exciting.
In every card drawn, there's a chance. In every round played, a story. And in every victory, a legacy. This is more than a tournament. It's a movement. A declaration that Filipino talent, strategy, and culture deserve the world stage.
This show will be able to provide you guys with a better insight and a better idea of how Tongits is and how modernization of everything also affects table games as well as the lives of everybody else through GTCC. Comparing this to other esport titles or esport tournaments na ang main goal nila from the very beginning is to become esport titles talaga nakakapag-tournament, this one is trying to give the game itself a better light when it comes to how we view it. We're trying to break the stigma of would it be okay to say gambling, and kung gaano talaga ka bahagi nung kultura natin na napamumuhay natin ng table games in general, whether it's for pastimes and everything else.
GTCC wasn't just an upgrade from TCC, it was a leap. Everything was on a grander scale. The players, the prize pool, the preparation. Each detail larger, louder, more demanding. It was more complex, yes, but that complexity brought with it a new level of intensity and prestige.
a much more inviting type of game for majority of audiences or potential players. Since mas madali siyang intindihin, mas madali siyang malalaro, mas magiging open siya or mas magiging inviting na siya for our general audiences. One main factor na nakikita ko talaga dito sa GTCC is the overall improvement or evolution of competition itself. We are upgrading everything. And mas nakikita na natin kung gaano ka-passionate talaga ang Pilipino when it comes to joining in the games, whether they're from Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao. And thankfully, open talaga si Game Zone when it comes to inviting these people, catering and accommodating these people as much as they can to be able to show the entire country that Tongits as a game one can also be seen as an e-sport or a sport. It may not be favorable to some of us, but again, this is a competition and I hope we're all in good spirits when it comes to playing the games. Kasi yun ang isa sa mga pinaka-important na aspects. And even more important actually is I hope you guys have fun.
As Tongits steps boldly into the world of esports, it brings with it the soul of the Philippines. Resilient, proud, and always ready to play. This is GTCC. This is Game Zone. And this is just the beginning.
Oh my God, that was intense fight, ladies and gentlemen.